Go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Toasty Tentacle. I'm your host, the Reverend Ellsworth. We are joined on the show today by the illustrious Allie B. Allie B, say hello to the folks out there for me.
Hi, everybody. Good to be here. How are you? Hope you're safe and well.
Thank you very much, Allie. And Allie, just a few things off the bat. You know, we're going to talk about all the aspects that comprise the artist that is Allie. But first, I got to know, burning question, what is your hand washing song? How do you, what do you sing in your head to make sure you've got soap on your hands at least 20 seconds?
You know, I've been a nurse for so long that I don't need a song. I know how long to do it and how to do it and how to do your hands. And you got to go like this. And then you got to go up it this way and go up it this way and always wipe down it this way and rinse it that way. Yeah, we had to do that. That was part of our schooling, was learn how to wash your hands. And then when I started working in home health, I had to teach other grown-ass women how to wash their hands. Like, they don't know how to wash their hands? Really? I'm sorry. I said ass. I apologize.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. No, I find that quite disturbing, and it's funny because I have a friend who has germophobia, who is obsessive compulsive about it, and it's amazing because in normal everyday life he's this is a hindrance, but now in these strange times he seems to be the only sane one among us, and it's like,
right, because he's been doing it. This is like, finally life has come around to how I want to live.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. It's that scene from Batman where Bane is like, "Oh, I see you've just adopted hand washing. I was born to it." So that's
well,
good times.
my song used to be "Row, row, row your boat" 2 times.
Oh, okay.
Row, row, row your boat. Yeah, that's good advice too to give yourself. Row your own boat.
Row your own, row, row, row,
row,
your
row,
own boat.
row your own boat.
No one's gonna push
right down
it
the
for
stream.
you.
Think about it. Gently down the stream. That means life will go good if you're rowing your own boat.
Oh, you
merrily,
make a good
merrily,
point, yeah.
merrily, merrily. You'll be happy doing it. And life is but a dream. None of it's even real. But your life will be like a dream if you just row your own boat. That's my advice.
Well, yes, that's what
But
Ali
try to
says.
row everyone's boat.
Row your own boat. Your mama doesn't work here. She's not going to row your boat. Row your own boat. So that's good. So Allie, real quick question: Have you seen my puppet show?
I have seen several, and even was a guest on one. So.
Oh, that's right, you were. Have you had your coffee today, or are you dragon?
I heard that I am a dragon. Did you know that's the new term? It used to be cougar for people like in their 50s that are picking up 20 and 30-year-olds.
Is that true?
And now if you're 60 or more, I can't even be a cougar. Now I'm a dragon. What is that, a sexual dragon? I'm going to catch people on fire with my herpes? I don't know.
Seems like you are dating younger. You're a dragon.
Nah, I'm not dating at all.
Much older than a cougar. You're a dragon. Anyway, I always guarantee people puppet action, and you don't come by Toasty Tentacle without getting some puppet action. So
I'll give you some puppet action.
Easy, lady. This isn't that
I'll
kind of show.
Put my hand right up in you and make your mouth move like this.
Ooh, my goodness, that sounds painful on so many levels.
Yeah, that's why they put you to sleep for those kinds of procedures.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you don't want to be awake for that because they charge extra if you're awake. So what do you do? What kind of crafts? How are you being creative in these weird times? A lot of people are stuck inside. What's your creative outlet to get some of these juices going?
Well, I had been spending just time exercising and being in the swimming pool and being outside, but the company that I was with was not conducive to continuing that activity. So today I decided to get up off of my hind end and spend a little bit of that stimulus money. I guess it stimulated me. And I went to Home Depot and I got a bunch of different kinds of plants and succulents and flowers and blah, 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 and mulch. And I redid my whole front of my house. And it looks really cute and it's colorful
Nice.
and things like that. And then, I write a lot. And just earlier before this, I was talking to myself because sometimes I need expert advice. And who knows me better than me? Well,
So
except for maybe you.
let me get this straight. You were talking to yourself. Now that
Well, I
that
usually when I
sounds
write,
that sounds insane. Talking to
it does.
yourself.
The insane part is I was holding a full conversation with myself.
Yeah, we
It's
do it
no
all the
different than
time.
you and your puppets. That's what you're doing, right?
No, I've no idea what you're talking about.
Listen, Strawbridge, isn't it?
Yeah, strawberries. Look at me. You
Oh,
remember me.
I do. I remember that hair.
Oh, look at you. You're so. Oh, she remembers me.
Strawbridge is quite the character.
Oh, stop. You're going to make me blush. I'm going to get more marooner than I am.
I love the puppets. Sometimes you can use those as a therapy thing,
Yeah, it's true.
People will talk to puppets a lot quicker than they'll talk to other people.
Right? What does that tell you about society?
Well, it tells me most of them must be dumber than a rock because we're all a bunch of puppets.
Yeah. Wow, that got political real quick. How you feeling?
I
What's in
don't
that
mean
coffee cup?
politically. I don't
What's in
mean
that coffee
politically.
cup? What are you drinking? It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing?
It's not. First of all, it's 4:30, and I'm on vacation, and it's water.
Well, I
So
guess it's
there's
5 o'clock somewhere.
not yet,
Yeah.
but it's close. And
Yeah.
they don't have it's past just a little past 4:20.
I don't know what
So
you're talking about.
I don't either. That's just the time. It's a little past. It's
It's just
4:30.
it's just the time. That's really all
10
it
minutes
is.
past 4:20.
No, absolutely. No, I totally get that. So you're
Oh my God, this
writing,
is fun.
you're
I've been
writing
writing, and the
and
thing I
you're
was going to tell you about,
pardon.
like when I write, I start writing like just whatever. It just flows out of my brain, right? And
Right.
then it's like I start answering my own questions as I'm writing. It's like someone else is answering the questions, but it's really me. So I thought, why should I just keep writing myself letters when I can actually just talk to myself and then answer myself, and I can go back and watch them later and realize
Absolutely.
that, I'm really smart. That's why I've got something I want to do. Just don't know how to do it yet. But
So
this
let
is a
me
start.
so let me get this straight. What you're saying here is that you're putting together a collection of your successes, like the positive conversations you've had with yourself. Is that what you're doing?
I do have some. Most of them are just honest conversations. They are funny because, I'm funny,
Well,
even when I talk
naturally.
to myself. It just naturally comes to me that way. But I really believe that I don't want to be religious on here because I don't want to bring that into this thing. But whatever it
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
the universe, whatever you believe in,
we
let me
draw
put it
we
that.
draw the line at religiosity. I mean, sure puppets, sure
Well,
lights,
you are a reverend, so I
sure.
should be able to say God, but I
I
don't know
mean, you
about
can
everybody
say whatever
else.
you'd like. I mean, I'm just saying keep it nice for the folks at home.
Yeah. Well, I just like I believe in me, I think, as like and even in the Bible it says we are gods. So
Yeah, okay. All right. No, that's good. That's good. Hey, quick sideways. I love to sing, and rumor has it you love to sing.
I
Could you
do.
sing something for us? Could you sing some a cappella and I could sing it with you and people would be all like, "Oh my God, I wish she would stop singing so that other girl could sing," and it'd be like,
Well, what
"I
are we gonna
believe."
sing that we both know all the words to?
Oh, I don't know the words to anything, let's be honest. Do you know any Garth Brooks?
I have friends in low places,
Oh, we
but they
can do
don't
that one.
I don't know
Mm,
all of it.
blame it on my roots. I
I showed
showed
up
up
in
in
boots,
boots and ruined
ruined
your black
black
tie
towels.
fur.
Oh, it's so low.
Was the last one to know, the last one to show. I
So,
was the last
was the
one
last one
you
you
thought
thought
you'd
you'd
see
see
there.
there?
And
Well, and
imagine his surprise when I looked in his eyes and I
picked
toasted
up his glass of
of
champagne.
champagne. And I
Said,
toasted you, said,
"You, yeah,
darling, we
honey, we
might
made
be
it
through,
through.
but
But you'll
you'll
never
never
hear
hear
me
me
complain. 'cause I got
My
friends
friends
in
in
low
low
places where the whiskey drowns and the
and the
beer
blues
chases my
chasing my
blues
blues
away. I
away.
had to question whether I was an alcoholic, you know.
Yeah, okay. You had to question when you were an alcoholic?
Whether I am or not is one of the questions in my mind that I have to talk to myself about.
Okay. So what kind of I mean, what how far have you gotten with this conversation?
I'm about 15 minutes in.
You're about 15. Wow.
I know, right?
I
And the crazy
decided
part is
I
I'm
decided to
answering
have a
myself.
crisis of conscience when I had that interview on the Toasty Tentacle show. I was
Oh no,
like,
I
well,
love
if
it.
anyone's going to have a midlife crisis, this is time and place, ladies. Let
It
time and
is
place.
here. Sean is a wonderful reverend and will give you wonderful advice. Like when you told me that my husband is the stinky belly button lit in my belly button and I should just leave it alone. Oh, that was priceless. The
I
things he
don't
says,
I
the
don't
analogies that you use are amazing, but we're not
I
here to talk about
I
you.
try
Let's
I
talk
try to
about
give
me.
people I try to give people concrete examples because if somebody says, "Oh, I just this person, and I'm like, "Wow, that really sounds like you're complaining about something stinky on your body," which is naturally occurring, but you have to realize that it's stinky. I
Oh,
think
my favorite.
yes.
Here's my
Oh
favorite
boy.
Seanism.
Oh no.
My favorite Seanism is
I know it's going to come up.
you're like
What's
a
it?
dog that keeps going back to eating its own vomit.
Yeah,
That
let's
was the grossest but best example ever. I'm like,
Hey, that's straight
oh
from the
my God.
Bible. Just like a fool returns to his folly, just like a dog returns to its vomit, so a fool returns to its folly.
I
That's
know.
straight out the Bible right there. I thought you were going to say your other famous phrase.
Which is
Maybe we should try a game that involves less
a
skill.
little less skill. Oh yeah.
I know it's terrible. It's terrible.
So I started writing this weird little, I can't really write a song,
Hey,
but I take
you
other
never know
songs
until
and,
you try.
well, I'm kind of like Weird Al. I
Okay,
take
fair
songs
enough.
and put other things to them.
Fair
I
enough.
don't know if I can do this, but I'll try. Do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Because we've been in
It's not
this
dirty, is it?
COVID self quarantine for 45 days and 50 pounds. So here we go.
Yeah, sure.
I've been eating stuff I ain't ought to been eating. I've been laying down when I should have been moving. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I see it's all written
Mhm.
weird. So I've been eating stuff I ain't should not ain't ought to been eating.
Mhm.
Pizza and a bag of chips. I've been laying when I should have been moving.
Yeah.
Everything just slides right past my lips.
Mm.
Food was made for eating, and that's just what I do. And one of these days, if you're lucky, babe, I'll be eating you.
Ah.
Right like that. So that's
Hey,
the
that's
kind of
pretty
crazy
good.
shit I'm
Choo
doing.
choo 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 choo
That's a
choo. That's
TikTok.
good.
That's a TikTok
That's
video
a
right there.
TikTok right there. Are you on
I
the
need to
Tiki
write it the right
Talkies?
way though, so I don't get messed up.
Are you on the Tiki Talkies?
Well, I went on there and started watching other people's, and all I keep seeing is this thing that goes din 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 din. It's this weird
Oh, wait,
music,
wait,
and then
wait. You got to do it.
they
You got
go.
to do it. You got to do it. You got to
How
stand
do
up and do
they
it. You
do it?
got oh, yeah, yeah. Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun, dun. And they do
dun,
this little wiggle
dun,
in
dun,
between with
dun, dun,
they do one of these numbers, you know.
dun, dun, dun. Oh, yeah.
And some
That's
people go
That'll
dun,
leave you
dun,
right there.
dun.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
they
Then
go
they put
like
it
this.
down and you got to
Oh,
swizzle the hips. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that.
crazy.
That
Yeah, I
right
don't want to
there.
do that. Everybody's doing that.
That right there
It's
is, hey,
trending.
we just did that just
I
for the
know.
Toasty Tentacle. That's right, folks. You saw it here first. The
Totally
first duet between
unrehearsed.
the Reverend
Unrehearsed.
Ellsworth and Allie B.
This is fantastic.
Isn't it though? I'm telling you,
Hmm.
this is a very creative outlet for me. This is what I needed. I love the puppets. I love doing the puppet shows. I did 60 of the puppet shows. I'm very happy with what I did. I'm much happier with this format. I like interviewing people like you, Allie B. Some fascinating people I've met along my journey. I'm very happy to share with the world. Can we tell them the how we met? I mean,
Oh, I moved to Florida and I was dying to go do comedy because I started doing it in Ohio in 2007 and I really sucked like bad. And no, like I so bombed the first time, but even though I didn't even care because I went outside after it was done and I was like so adrenaline rush because I did it. Like when I
Right.
accomplished a goal, it took me years to get up on a stage like that. I mean, I wrote jokes for years and still came up with five shitty ones to go on stage with, and then I kept rating them off the paper because like it was horrible. Let's just put
Yeah,
it that way.
no,
But it
yeah,
was the
totally.
best experience ever.
Yeah.
And I went outside and I called every one of my friends on the cell phone. I said, guess what I did? Guess what I did? I finally did it. I went on stage and it didn't even matter. I was like Superwoman. It was amazing. And
I
then I
love it.
came to Florida and I was like here for some months and I was like, oh my God, I just need to go on stage. Because after that initial time, I did a lot in Ohio
Right.
and I was really missing it. So I went to, I think it was the Hookah Lounge on
Yeah,
Enterprise.
extraordinaire hookah lounge.
Yep, and I learned all about hookah, and the first person that I ran into was you. And you were the host of the comedy, open mic comedy. And it was fortuitous because, I needed someone just like you. That's what I'm saying. The universe gives you what you need, sometimes without
Oh,
even asking. And that
gosh.
was like, well, gosh, that was in 2009,
Yeah,
and now it's
yeah.
2020.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been 11 years, right?
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, look at me, 60. I just
you
turned
don't
60,
you don't look 60. You don't look a day over 39.
Well, they say 60 is the new 40 and that 70 is now the new 50. Now I'm telling you,
Oh.
I've seen women that are 70. They do not look 50. I look 50, but in 10 years, I'm not going to look 50. I'm going to look 70.
You know what the secret of looking young is?
Being happy.
Being fat. I mean, being happy, sure, but being fat. Because I've
Being
I've got
fat does
I've
not
got
keep you
these
young.
big round features, and everybody assumes I'm like a little baby. They're like, "Oh my God,
Right.
you're so babyish," and I'm like, "Well, that's first because I'm extremely immature, and second because I'm round like a little baby. I have a big head like a baby."
Well, when you're heavier,
Yeah.
you don't have as many wrinkles because it's, it keeps your
See,
skin tighter. But listen, I look amazing.
you do look
And I have
amazing. I don't want to say nothing but ow, ow.
mm,
Ow,
John
ow.
is privy to things that other people aren't privy to.
I have no idea what you're referring to. Oh, look at
Because
that.
he's a reverend. He doesn't do that kind of stuff. Some of the
No, he doesn't.
nastiest men in my life were reverends.
See, it's a problem. You got to watch out for the. You got what is it? You got to watch out for
The
the
sneaking deacons in the
sneaking
church.
deacons. No, but what's the other one? The he's a medicine man. No, he's a watch out for him. He's like,
Snake oil
oh,
charmer.
he's a he's a medicine man. A magic man. Oh, magic man.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
Ooh, ooh,
oh,
ooh.
he's a
He's a
magic
magic
man.
man. Mama just
Mm.
didn't understand.
Mama just didn't understand. What was that? What's that one you do? Fancy. You like doing fancy, don't you?
That's my daughter's song,
Oh, she
really.
likes. Oh, she likes doing fancy.
She's great at that song.
Oh,
I usually sing White Rabbit or
oh yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy. Nice, nice. White
Isn't the
Rabbit's good.
people that do White Rabbit, they're English, aren't they? Like you?
Oh yeah, Jefferson.
No, you're
Oh
not
no, I'm
strawberry.
not. I'm
You're the
not.
other guy.
I just got this accent because I hang out, in the Cairns near Australia. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a shark.
Well, I don't know where this group
Yeah,
is from, but they haven't.
yeah. That fish there. That fish there. I would have
Mhm.
totally taken that fish down.
It's distracting. It
Yeah,
makes me not look
yeah.
at your beautiful self.
Oh, stop! Thank you. You're so nice. You're not bad yourself. Are you? Are you out here in these waters? Huh? Huh?
I'm trying to stay away from the sharks. I'm
Yeah,
not
stay
telling
away
you
from the
those,
sharks.
but
Yeah,
there's always going to be that part of
yeah.
me. I think no matter how old I get, there's going to always be that little piece in the back of my mind that says maybe, just maybe it'll happen, but probably it won't. And I've kind of accepted that I'm going to, what I'm doing, this is my life sentence where I'm at right now, and I'm cool with that.
Okay,
I'm
good.
cool, not where I'm at mentally, but physically, I love where I'm at.
Mentally, I'm fine.
no, mentally I need to do a lot more work. And
Well,
as we
but
all do.
that's good. I think what's important about this time, these very strange times, is that people are starting to focus on self-care. For the first time in a long time, people are starting to go, well, maybe I should slow down a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't try to kill myself. Maybe we slow down, maybe don't go to a concert for 6 months.
This, I don't know, like this year I didn't even buy I usually get this country mega ticket, and this year they were doing not just the
Oh,
country mega ticket, they were selling tickets to every concert at Emily, the fairgrounds
oh yeah, yeah,
here in Florida.
sure.
So you could go to every concert, like Sister Hazel, Matchbox 20, all
Oh,
of them. $200 for the whole season.
ooh, not bad at all.
Yeah, but guess what? It started like in April, I think. Maybe it starts in May. I'm not sure, but they're not going to be able to do it and
No,
spend all that
they're all going
money.
to be
And
online if they're anything. I don't know. I mean they're talking about reopening the economy. I don't. Everybody talks about that all the time. So I really like to focus on things that aren't that. So let's just stay
yeah,
away from right that. Be safe, be careful. I wanna
oh
get
yeah.
back to your journey of comedy. What do you think got you into comedy? What got you into making the jokes?
Um, Probably it was when I was a young person, or like
No, I mean
just
whenever. Now, I mean, what drives you on a regular basis? What first started you? Whatever
I
part of the
think
story you'd like to
probably
share.
I think probably unconsciously as a child, that was my defense mechanism. Is that
Oh,
whatever
okay,
was hard, I would make it funny.
okay.
And that, and then it just went on from there. And I've always just kind of naturally had this sort of effervescent, weird personality. Well, weird to some people. I think I'm totally normal, and if they don't
Effervescent.
like me, it doesn't matter. I don't care.
Oh, look at you! I love the way you're just like I don't care.
Don't care. I
So,
have no
you
regrets.
you mentioned effervescence. What kind of soda? I'm sorry, if you're from the middle of the country, what kind of pop would you say that you are?
Oh, I call it soda now
Oh,
because I've
you
been here
call it
so
soda. Oh,
long.
you've been here so long. Okay, so what
Oh,
kind of
I'm
soda pop would you be?
well, probably root beer.
Root beer, any kind of root beer, just any old root beer. Can't be any old root
Oh
beer.
no, it has to either. Well, actually, I would love to be a frosty root beer from back in the day. Do you
Oh,
remember
hello.
frosty root beers? I'm old as
Mm,
hell. Y'all might not remember that stuff, but no.
frosty root
Sean,
beers. Where are
really?
they
You
from?
probably remember A&W root beer.
Oh
No.
yeah, A and W root beer. Yeah, when you get fresh
Now,
root beer.
when you think of an A&W root beer stand, or
Yeah.
do you think of like the restaurants they have now that say A&W that are hooked onto a Pizza Hut or a Taco Bell or something?
Usually it's a Long John Silver, but yeah, I mean that's what
Yeah,
I don't
that's
I
what
don't
you
know what A and
remember.
W. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Okay, here's my A&W. My
Okay.
A&W was just a little outside of the town where we would always stop in my dad's convertible on the way back from the lake usually. And they had girls that were car hops that came out on roller skates and served you these fantastic hot dogs with chili sauce on them. And they had the best root beer floats ever. It was real food back
Okay.
in the day. My dad was still around, so I was really little, and I remember it. It's like, can I have another? You
Oh.
won't eat another hot dog. I said, yeah, I will, and I would have ate 1,000 of them if they would have let me. It's no wonder
Oh.
I'm a cow now. I don't care.
Hey. Nothing wrong with putting in hot dogs. I get me some hot dogs down at the Sonic. They make a mean
Oh, Sonic
Chicago
for the
dog, and I get them
yeah,
to put
they're
it on the
good.
pretzel bun. Oh, pretzel bun
I
Chicago dog.
know. There's like 800 calories in one of
Oof.
those.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like a whole day's in one sitting. So that's no.
Uh-huh.
That's fun though. I will say that this for Ohio, they've got a lot of good food. The
Yeah, there
Skyline
is a
Chili,
lot
their
of
hot
good food.
dogs with the cheese dogs, and some good stuff out there. I will tell you that Cincinnati I found to be very empty. Like the whole city was like, like all the buildings were there, but the people weren't. Like people had left.
It's
Oh
Cincinnati.
wow, yeah, I know it's
It's a
Cincinnati.
really bad crime area, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
So
Hey,
anyway,
so speaking of stories, have you written your book yet? How's your book coming along?
still working on the book. I think
Okay.
I'm going so many different directions with how I want it to be. I don't know yet if I want it to be like not poetry, but like what alleysms, I guess is what I would call them.
That's a good title, Allyisms. I like it.
Yeah, it's just like things that come in my brain or things that I find that I think are profound or I figure if I find it interesting, maybe someone else would and maybe put it together some short stories. Right
Right.
now I have like a whole book going on and I'm not sure how to end it. I wanted to end it with somebody falling down and hitting their head on the side of the pool and dying, but and laying there bleeding out. But I thought that's really a morbidly bad ending, but depends on
Well,
who you're rooting for in the
what
book.
I mean, I
if you're
can't.
if you're rooting for the good one, the bad one needs to fall in it, but it would probably be me that falls and hits my head.
You
And
know,
he,
that would be a way to embrace an alternate reality because, as you said, somebody needs to fall down, go boom, instead of what you would assume would be the person to fall down, go boom. Maybe you did go fall down, go boom, and maybe you explore the ending chapter as what's going to flash through your mind in those moments when you're face down in your pool because you hit the side of it because you were fussing or something. You're like, oh, I can't believe he
and
did
I've
this.
been
And
drinking. I probably
of
tripped and
course, of
fell
course, you've
in.
been drinking, and of
Yeah,
course, you were
full of
mad at
vodka
him,
and
and you're all
bullshit.
like, "Oh, I can't believe this. Oh, I'm so mad."
Right? Not
So,
paying attention. Foot
of
slips off.
course,
Bam.
foot
And he's
foot
just going to leave
slips,
me lay there because he's pissed.
and he's in the garage because you just screamed at him and you told him to get out of the house, and then there's this like tragic moment where you're just face down in the pool and the lights coming through and your eyes are kind of glossing over because you're there but you're not there, and then all these flashes of images, and that could be your whole book could be this flash of all the things you learned, and in the final moments of your life
I
it's
could
all
start
like,
my book at the pool instead of ending it at the pool.
absolutely, that's good. So, ladies and gentlemen, right
A
here at Toasted Tentacle,
fantastic idea.
I mean, this is what we do here at Toasted
This is
Tentacle.
why
We
I
take
love
your
you, Sean.
ideas and we just, oh, stop. You love me. I
This
love
is
you,
why.
Allie.
Because you
You're a
come
lot
up
of
with the best
fun.
ideas.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to come up with that idea if you hadn't laid all the framework. All I did was reorganize the information you already had. That's all I did. I took what you told me, and I was like, oh, if you stick this here and that there, that's why you get so mad at when we play Scrabble or Words with Friends. It's not that I have.
I do not get mad.
You get upset because you're like,
I
oh,
don't.
fine, you're doing it again. You can't
That
believe you're doing it
one
again.
time I did, and
You're
I
upset.
never hear the end of it.
Oh,
One time,
you're never gonna hear the
ladies
end of
and
it.
gentlemen, there
You're
was one
never,
time
never gonna hear the end of it because I've never heard of the
we
end of it.
played
What are
Scrabble
we?
on
What
a
are?
real board, and
Mm-hmm.
he beat my ass so hard.
I
And
did.
he's like,
I did it. I
maybe the
did it.
next time we should try a game that
Look,
requires less
I
skill,
just,
Allison. I'm
I
like,
was just
really?
saying, I was just saying that
That
Scrabble
was
was
so
not
mean.
your game. What I
Not
meant
now,
to
but I'm learning
say.
from them. I have
That's
a
fine.
sensei
But
who's
Words with
teaching me.
Friends has nothing to do about your vocabulary. It has nothing to do with your vernacular or your
Uh-uh.
lexicon. It has everything to do how quickly you can move every single one of those words into a spot and go, that looks like a word. It says it's a word. 45 points.
Bazinga, I'll take it.
Bazinga. I'll take it. Oh my
Yeah, they got
goodness.
like some weird stuff they put on, especially when you play the computer,
Right.
and they'll give you like, they'll come out with their 7-letter word that's like, how do you even say
I'm
it?
not playing the computer. I have no desire to play the computer. I'm not playing the computer. The computer can play
That's
itself.
because you hate to lose.
No, I'm
I've
just
been
not.
beating the computer.
No,
I've beaten it
I'm
before.
losing right now. I'm playing one of my trivia members. Before all this, I was a trivia host, and
Yes.
one of my players, who's actually a host with another company, is creaming me. He's got like 3 times my score. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. I thought, well, Allie would enjoy this because I'm getting my backside
I
handed to
really
me.
didn't lose by too bad this time.
No, you were close, and that's the thing is that even if you come out strong at the beginning, it doesn't matter. You have to maintain that score throughout the game, and
Hmm.
you can wind up with a much different ending than you had beginning. So
It's just like life.
it is just like life. That's why
You
you
got to
got to row,
strategize
row, row your own boat gently down
gently
the
down your
stream.
stream and stay in your
Merrily,
own damn
merrily, merrily,
screen.
merrily, merrily. Life is but a
Happily,
dream.
happily, your life will be a dream.
Life is but a dream. So, when the book comes out, when your album drops, all this stuff we'll be able to find on your Facebook page. We're going to put that in a link in the description, so we can find you on the Facebooks. I think is that where you are?
You can find
That's
me on the Facebooks.
You can find me
If
on the
you have a
Facebooks.
if you have a good job, a
No, sir,
retirement
no, I am
fund,
not.
a boat,
This is
a
not that
truck,
kind of party, lady.
and a
No, no, Allie
motorcycle.
B. No, Allie
No,
B.
I'm just kidding. That's the
Yet,
last thing I
yet.
need.
How many different languages you need it in? Yet, EA 9.
Nada.
This is not a dating service. We are just here about promoting that book that'll be coming out this year, right? 2020 is the book of the year, right? The year of the book.
Maybe I should. You just gave
Put
me
your
the
book
best
out.
idea.
Let's do
I
it.
have an
Start.
outline of my book.
You've see, that's the thing. That's what frustrates me so much about people is that
I just
they're like, "Oh, I always wanted to write a book." I'm like, "Well, get off your duff and write it." And you have the structure. You've got all the pages. All you got to do is take 15 minutes. I promise you, 15 minutes every day. And I know you're nodding your head, but I swear to you, you put 15 minutes into Facebook, you put
oh my
15
God, I
minutes
put
into
hours into
you put
Facebook. That's
15 minutes
ridiculous.
into Netflix. I know you put 15 minutes into online streaming services. So if you've got 15 minutes to give to someone else's creative idea, you've got 15 minutes to give to your creative ideas. And I promise you 15 minutes a day, by the time we get out of curfew, or shelter in place, you're going to have 5 books done, because that's what it is. You've got this stuff in your head. You just haven't sat down and forced yourself to go through it. And you're like, yeah, 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 I know. But you think about your job. You've been doing your job now for a bunch of years, and it doesn't matter what comes across your desk. You have an idea of what to do with it. And by the end of the day, you're going to push chapters out. Well, that's what you do as an author. You have to sit at your desk every day for 15 minutes and you push a chapter out. And that's all right, I'll get off my soapbox. I'm done preaching.
No, it's great advice to anyone else out there that might be trying. I know my friend, my comedian friend, Katrina Brown,
Right.
comedian Katrina Brown. She's amazing. If you've never
Mm-hmm.
seen her, you've got to. She comes in your areas, like she comes to Florida like once or twice a year. She has to
Yeah,
come
yeah.
out sometimes, but anyway, she's amazing, and she's writing a book. And
Good.
I'm her friend on Facebook. I love following her. She's amazing. I want to
Good.
be her when I grow
I'm
up.
I'm telling you, if you write your book, you've already sold one copy, because I'll buy a copy.
I bought your book.
You bought my book, I'll buy your book. Sight
I think I
unseen.
bought two. I
You
bought
could
Maureen
literally
Sullivan's.
take a blank book and put your name on the cover, and I would buy the blank Alley Journal. That's how much I would support you. And there's 100 people just like me out there. So you have no excuse not to finish your book and cobble it together and put it together.
So
Just put
I
it
could
together
sell
and do
them
it.
for $1 and make $100.
You could sell them for $20 and make 2,000. But we'll talk about that on another episode, because we are almost out of time today. That's right. Zoom says we've only got 35 minutes, and I want to make sure that we get off with a nice start. So thank you so much
Okay.
for being on our program today, Allie B.
Thank you for having me. I'll come back anytime.
Oh, we like to hear that. We're always looking for correspondence here at the Toasty Tentacle Show. So if you've
Yeah.
got some ideas, you slide in those DMs, tell us all about it. And if you know friends who might want to be interviewed on the Toasty Tentacle Show, please be sure to slide in our DMs as well. Be sure to subscribe and follow us, and just follow the hashtag Toasty Tentacle wherever those things go. And be looking for Allie B on the Facebooks. We'll put your link down in the thing below there. And
And the thing.
in the thing, we'll put it down in the thing. And Allie, thank you for being creative and staying creative and inspiring us all to be a little more creative. Yeah,
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
my pleasure. All right, tentacle leers. We'll see you next time.
Bye.